Okay, so we've been talking about IPFS, and I think tonight we're going to start talking about a little bit more of the technology behind FPSS. Uh, and one of them is multi-formats. CID, which we used all the time, is an example of a multi-format. They talk here about multi-hash, and when you go to that, it's essentially it's a hash function. Let's see. So here's the format. You got the hash function type, the digest length, and then the value. So in this case, this is SHA-256, length of 32, and then the rest is the value. And it is available in a number of programming languages, as you can see: Python, Java, Go, JavaScript, Rust. So so you have different options here, and what it does is give you a bit more description. Now, they have other ways of doing this, other protocols, the multi-address, which is work in progress, multi-base, multicodec. Let's have a look at that. So it's a codec table. Let's see. They have implementation in major languages. And let's see if they go into any detail that we can. Let's see. Multicodec is using it. Okay. So description is encoded into multiformat. It is then used as a prefix. Okay. It is agreed upon codec table designed to use in binary representations such as CIDs. So let's see what this table looks like here. So you can see the name, the tag, the code. So this is how you tell the difference. It tells you what it is. Remember, we looked at the example where they had SHA-256. Here's the code, and that's all multicodec is. It's basically the code that says what this multi-hash type thing is, whether it's a SHA hash, whether it's TCP. So you see, if we go back here to network addresses, we'll probably see address protocol string and value. So see if they have an actual value here. Protocol and the address. And that's all that is. There's a human readable version, which we've seen, the IP4, and then they have the binary. Again, you can tell this is sort of bleeding edge stuff when you got things that are you got things that are described as work in progress. And let's see their description. So basically, they're putting the description within the value. I think what they mean by avoiding lock-in, they don't want to lock in how things are going to be described. And of course, we saw binary, and we've also seen that, in particular with the multi-address, how you have a human readable representation. So it refers to the project and the protocols, and you can see it's used in lib2p, which is the network library associated with IPFS and Filecoin and all that. IPFS we've been looking at. And so this is one of the technologies that this whole system is using. And there are others. Let's see if I can go back here. Again, the lib2p, it's a networking. And these are we can get into the other ones. IPLD, we've seen it, but it can get rather complex. As a practical sense, what we've been looking at is essentially JSON with something extra to get your CID, and that's the what they call it, the let's see, what do they call it here? Let's see. I think they describe it here. Yeah. I think it's the Cibor, but Cibor, like DAG Cibor, something like that. IDAG Cibor. So this can get quite involved, and we can perhaps do some further videos on this. But in practicality, you can use JSON, which is what we did. So anyway, hopefully this has been of value, and if it has, please give a like. Please subscribe, ring the bell to get further video notifications, and please share it with your friends who may be interested. And I will speak to you next